This semester you'll find that there's a review for the semester exam in Unit 3 that's available to the students on the iPad. To find the semester exam review, just go to Unit 3 and then scroll down by the assessments, and here it is, the fall semester exam review for iPads. This can actually be done on the computer, it can be done on any platform, but it does work on the students' iPads. When you click on it, it's going to open up a form. This isn't what the form is going to look like for your students. This is in editing mode right now. If you want to make changes to the form, come up here to the More dots and make a copy for yourself. Then you can make all the changes that you want to make. So let me show you what the form is going to look like when you send it to your students. I'm going to preview it really quick by clicking on this little eye. So the first thing you're going to notice is that there are videos that your students can watch along the way as they get stuck. The first topic it's going to review is points, lines, line segments, rays, all that basic vocabulary. Well, here's a video for them to watch. They can skip it if they want to, or they can watch it if they get stuck. It asks them for their names and basic information, and then here are some questions that they can use and that you can use to see how much they know about each topic. All of these questions are set to be required right now, and they're all set to be worth 1 point. So since they're required, I'm going to have to fill in all of this stuff before I can go to the next page. I'm just going to fill it in really quick. So you've got a line segment, and an angle. Okay, next page. So the next page, this is about angle pairs. Here's another video for you, and there's some more questions. So there are 11 sections altogether with about 3 or 4 questions per section. Most of them are multiple choice. There's some matching, there's some fill in the blank, and again, you can edit this form. Just go up and make yourself a copy. When the students submit this, they are going to see an option to review their score. And when they see their score, they're going to get feedback on all of the questions that they missed. Google will tell them why they missed each question, and it'll give them suggestions on how they could have gotten it right. Now, maybe you're thinking that you don't want the students to see that information just yet. You can change that. So let's go back and look at the form again in its editing mode and check out the settings. Right now, this is set up to collect their email addresses and only for Garland ISD users. I have not limited it to 1 response, but if you only want your students to be able to take it once, you could limit it to 1 response. I have it set so that the students can't edit their submission after they submit it, but you can let them do that if you want to give them the retake option. Coming over to the quizzes, since this is set up as a quiz, you have a few different options here. Right now, it's set up so that the students will immediately be able to see which questions they missed, and they'll be able to see correct answers and point values as well. You might not want them to see that because maybe they're going to be working collaboratively with their partners. This is up to you. These are all different settings that you can change. When you're ready to send this form to your students, there's a few different ways you can do it. First of all, click on Send. And the first option is an email. If you've created a class for email address for your class, then you could do that. That's one way to send it to them. Probably the easiest way is going to be just to give your students a link. So there's a link that you can send to your students. It's pretty long. So I'm going to click Shorten URL. There we go. That one's much shorter. The way that I would plan to send out this review to my students is using my Google Classroom. So let me show you my Google Classroom for a second. Here it is. And I've created an announcement for the Geometry Semester Review with a link to the form down here. And this is what it's going to look like for your students when they click on that. I hope this exam review is helpful this semester. Feel free to edit it and give me any feedback on how we can improve it for next year. Thank you.